Hi and welcome back to my channel. We're gonna do a really fast 10-minute get ready with me, and it's gonna be a natural look. I hope you love it. My hair is still wet, so I'm just gonna pin up my bangs and get those out of the way, and I'll fix that later. I wanted to tell you about my skin prep. I just finished my skin and it is silky smooth, like silky. I got a new set from Emily Seagren. Thank you so much, Emily, for the free products. And coincidentally, I went and spent about $300 on more because it was that good. So I started out with cleanser. It was really nice and hydrating. Step 2, which is resurface. I know I'm going fast, but I will put all the links for everything in the description. Then step 3, this is mission accomplished, the DNA cell rejuvenation age reversal serum. So this is a serum, but it's more like a gel, and it really soaks into your skin, and then you apply the moisturizer over it. Over that, I added step 4, which is a time-released moisturizer. This is silky. It goes on so nice and light. A tiny bit goes a long way, and I'm thinking that these can probably last me a good 4 to 6 months. So we'll see. To that, I'm going to add some sunscreen. I don't even plan to go outside today. This is what it looks like when you're not doing the whole influencer thing. You just gotta get it on there as fast as you can. That's actually drying down really quickly. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is something that I did yesterday, and I made a short. It was so much fun. And what I did was I took my 2 sticks like this. One is a blush, one is a bronzer. You just twist it up, ignore my nails. I've been working so hard. I don't have time to do nails. So one's a bronzer, one is a blush, right? These are also by the same company that does the skincare. Now, these are really cool because you can actually pop these out and they are refillable. So less waste. I love that. And when you refill things, you get a 15% discount. So less junk in the landfill. What I'm going to do is just take these and my blush brush, right? Just an angled brush. And then I'm just going to grab those together. Now, of course, you can, swipe them on your cheek, but I like this better. So you're going to be surprised at how beautiful this looks. Now, what I'm going to do is build this up on the apples of my cheeks. First, it's going to go on the apples of my cheeks. And if you don't know where the apple of your cheek is, you can just smile in this area right here. That's the apple. Now, I tend to go a little bit higher on the apple where it kind of meets my under eye, because if I put it in the center of the apple, then when I stop smiling, it drops. So mine needs to be a little bit higher. And so we'll just keep going back and forth until I get enough color in there. And then I'm going to take this up on my very large forehead and do a little contour with it. Just mixing them together. Did a beautiful job. And I'll have the colors and links for these also in the description. Okay, now I'm not worried about bringing it all the way out. This is really not all that important. Right now I'm going to dance it over top of my nose because I really want this, since it's a natural look, to look like just where the sun would have hit me naturally. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that and just very lightly go down with it. And this is going to be my foundation for the day. And what I love about this is that it's such a sheer, beautiful look. You cannot tell there's any makeup on your face. Now, once I get that where I want it, of course, blend it into my hairline. When I'm not talking, this is a much faster look. All right, now I'm going to take a little bit of the blush and I'm just going to build it back up here, right in here. Okay, over top of the nose, maybe bring it out on the nose just a little bit. All right, now look at the gorgeous color. want a little on my chin. Bring it out onto the ear a little bit, just a tiny, there's only a tiny bit on that brush. I mean, you can't even see anything. It's the tiniest bit. It just looks nice and fresh. These also come with a magnetic cap, which I love. That way it's easy to get them off. So magnetic cap, just pull it off. Just kind of grabs on. These are infused with skincare. They've got squalene, some things that I can't pronounce that I'll put in the description. And they just look gorgeous. They're also clean ingredients, Leaping Bunny certified, and they're made here in the USA. I have a Zoom call that I have to do shortly, so I'm just going to use this as a little bit of eyeshadow too. I love multitasking products. They make your routine so much faster. I'm just going to do a lip gloss today. Now Mad Love came out with their new updated brow stamp, which is now water resistant and sweat proof and smudge proof. Well, I don't know about sweat proof, but it's smudge proof. So I've been wearing this all week and I love it. I didn't have any problems with it melting off. I love that color too. It seems very, very natural to me. This is their taupe. And if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm just wiping off that stencil so I can flip it over and use it on the other side. And all you do is the color is in here. So you just screw it in and get some product on there. It's a nice pomade, which I love pomades, especially for summertime. And then just pop it on. You can also stick your brush in there if you don't like to use a stencil. Let's see if I can get these straight. And there we go. Always start on the outside. That's where you're going to need the most color. And then work it on in. And if you get one that's darker than the other, it's no problem to just go in and fill in the areas. These are not perfect, and I'm not going to worry about it too much, but I do like to take a little brush or a Q-tip and just kind of get rid of that rough edge. It just looks a lot more natural to me. Now, I've been working on a course for people who are new to putting on foundation or are returning to makeup for the first time in a while. And it's going to go all over skincare, how to get the perfect base for makeup, and skin prep, how to color match yourself, no matter what brand of makeup you're using. And it's also going to show how to apply foundation like a pro. And this is a great course for beginners and for pros alike. So if you're a makeup artist and you're having to work on older clients and you're not used to doing that, it's a great course to walk you through everything you need to do. If you'd like to get on the waiting list for that course that'll be coming out in a few weeks, you can just head over to my website, which is on screen. Now, this website doesn't have a lot on it yet. It's brand new, but you can get on my email list there. And I suggest that you do that if you want to get tips and tricks in your email box, as well as getting on the waiting list for that course. So even with a 10-minute look, we're going to do some lashes, just a little bit. Doesn't have to be much. If you don't like to do mascara, you can always just curl your lashes. Even the act of curling your lashes will just open up those gorgeous eyes. In the summertime, my favorite thing to do is use a little translucent powder right in my T-zone, right down the center of my face, because I really don't want to look shiny right there, especially because I have a deep wrinkle that I earned. It's all mine. And then I like to go right through the center where I have slightly larger pores and more fine lines, and just give it a little blur out. And then I leave the glowy parts on the outside. And that way I get the best of both worlds and I don't have to stare at those pores on my nose. Now that's cream-based makeup that I put on my face and also on my eyes. So I'm going to take my Oil Control setting spray. This one's by Scandinavia. You guys know me. I love Scandinavia. And I'm going to spray that everywhere. Now we're just gonna let that dry, give it a little fan if you need to. While it's damp, I'm gonna take the tiniest amount of concealer and just kind of go right in this area here. Tiny little bit. Pat, pat, pat. Just a little bit right there. Just pat, pat, pat to blend it. A little lifted look right there. And I'm not going to go all the way up to my lash line. I'm going to actually stay well under that. I'm just going to camouflage a little bit there and blend that where I've got that blush really high. And that's my super quick, natural 10-minute makeup look. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you have questions, definitely reach out to me in the comments. I love to hear from you. I would love for you to be on my email list so I can send you tips and tricks a couple of times a week. And also, if you're interested in my new course, which is Flawless Foundation for over 50s, that's coming very soon, you are going to get notified if you're on that list. So thanks so much for joining me today, and have an amazing day. Oh, I almost forgot to tell you, if you're interested in the products that I used, I'll have a complete list in the description for you that you can go and click on those links. Okay? Thanks for watching. Bye. It really doesn't take much to look a little put together. If you love natural looks, give this a try, and I'd love to know how your look turned out.